I'd like to thank Michael, Eileen and Chris for asking me to be part of Oracles of Eye Innovation. I'm going to talk to you today about CAPSULaser, which is a selective laser capsulotomy, and I believe a better way to open the anterior capsule. I do have a financial interest in this product. Much as we may believe what the President of the United States says of us as surgeons, in that we're absolutely wonderful, that we couldn't be better, this is probably all fake news, and it's really something we shouldn't believe in. So what is the problem that SLC can solve? Because we cannot consistently deliver our goal manually to give a chosen size, a perfect circle, or the desired centration for our capsulotomies. Why does this matter? 360-degree coverage reduces the risk of early PCO because the lens optic is shrink-wrapped. A well-centered capsulotomy gives better IOL centration and less axial deviation and refractive change. A capsulotomy that is too small or too large can impact on nuclear removal, as we can see in the literature here. Here we can see what happens when you don't get 360-degree coverage, as these slides from David Spalton. On the left, at 1 year, there is PCO because the capsulotomy is not on the center. On the right, where we've got 360-degree coverage at 3 years, there's no significant PCO to be seen. Are there other ways that we can try and achieve our goal? Well, we could use Marie-Josée capsulotomy ring, or a corneal marker, or a microscope head-up display as a variant, or precision pulse capsulotomy Zepto, or even we could use the femtosecond laser, which will give us an accurate capsulotomy. Finally, the product that I'm going to talk about is selective laser capsulotomy, as you can see here. And this is the way that I certainly would be wanting to go. So why would we use lasers for capsulotomy anyway? Well, they can make capsulotomies of a given size, which are truly circular, without the variables of a manual technique, in a given position, which is useful in more complex cases, and also with little risk of tear out during the capsulotomy. And they can be helpful when we're dealing with white cataracts. CAPSULaser creates a selective laser capsulotomy which is much lower in capital cost than femto, has a low per case cost with no disruption of the surgical flow, uses minimal space in the operating room with consistency of accuracy of sizing, circularity, and centration. And how does selective laser capsulotomy actually work? This laser is continuous, it's not pulsed like femto. It operates through the absorption of the orange wavelength, 590 nanometers, of laser energy onto a trypan blue stained capsule, converting type 4 to amorphous collagen. As the collagen undergoes this phase change, it creates the capsulotomy, with a rim that has a high degree of elasticity and tear strength associated with amorphous collagen. It is scanned in a single circular pattern to create the continuous curvilinear capsulotomy. Here we can see the laser attached underneath the microscope. It's very tiny, doesn't take up room in the operating theatre. And here's the console on a special tray designed for it. The console has special electronics inside it with real-time safety control electronics, a user interface that enables you to change the diameter of the capsulotomy from 4.5 to 5.5 millimeters in 0.1 increments, a reticle intensity, and also warning indicators. Let's have a look at the technique now for staining the capsule, focusing the laser, applying the PI, and making the capsulotomy. First thing that's going to happen is we're going to inject trypan blue slowly to stain the capsule. This is microfiltered. We're then going to wash it out. It's very important to wash it out effectively so there's no residual dye except for that staining. And we're now going to use a 2% sodium hyaluronate, which is optically clear, to fill, in fact, overfill the anterior chamber. Now we're going to turn on the aiming device, and you'll see here that the two arrows meet in the center. We put some PMC on the cornea to enable you to get a good contact with the patient interface, which is now positioned and centered. And once the surgeon is happy, the foot pedal will be depressed, and in 0.3 of a second, you've got your capsulotomy. We can see it very clearly here. So has the laser been investigated? Yes, it has. The first studies were done at the CAPSULaser laboratory, but also in Singapore at the National Eye Center with 2,500 porcine eyes and 150 cadaver eyes, where there were comparisons made with manual femtocataract and CAPSULaser capsulotomy. This particular study, which was done on a number of cadaver eyes, gave us an edge which looks like this. You can see it's very smooth, and also you can see where the amorphous collagen is at high magnification. How strong is the edge? Well, I've said we've done a study which was on paired cadaver eyes, 10 each in each group, where we compared continuous curvilinear capsulorhexis, femtosecond laser capsulotomy, and selective laser capsulotomy. And this was published in the British Journal of Ophthalmology. What we were able to see here was that there was a distinct difference between these modalities when they were each compared with each other. What we did was to stretch the capsule, and this produced results whereas if CCC was 100%, the relative tear strength of flax was 70%, and that of CAPSULaser was 150%. And this proved to be significant at p less than 0.01. This was published in the British Journal of Ophthalmology in 2019. The clinical study that was used to achieve the CE mark, which was called The Efficacy and Safety of a New Selective Laser Device to Create Anterior Capsulotomies in Cataract Patients, was also published in 2019, this time in the Journal of Cataract and Refractive Surgery. And what we did here was to take 125 patients in two matched arms. CAPSULaser had 63 eyes. A capsulotomy using CCC had 62 eyes. The primary endpoint was precision of capsulotomy for sizing, circularity, and centration. And you can see here the CAPSULaser was significantly better in all of these than a CCC. The secondary endpoint was safety, and there appeared to be no issues here. But we also observed that the CAPSULaser capsulotomies had 100% free-floating caps and 100% 360-degree IOL coverage, which is what we also wanted to achieve. If you compare these results with the published results for femtocataract and manual capsulotomy, you can see that on the left-hand side of the slide, CAPSULaser does very significantly better than the published results in the other two modalities that we compared it with. Over 60 surgeons have treated over 3,000 eyes, including standard cataract, refractive lens exchange, post-RK, pseudoexfoliation glaucoma, recessed globes, detached zonules, small pupils, intermittent cataracts. Here are some examples of the complex cases that have been operated on by Professor Jorge Alio. We've got intumescent cataract, pseudoexfoliation, small pupil, and membranous capsule has also been dealt with. And this was quite surprising that we could do that. Here's a long-term patient, 1 year out. One eye had been done with CAPSULaser, and you can see how beautifully round the capsulotomy has remained. The other with the manual capsulotomy certainly doesn't look quite like that. And I think this is indicative of what we can expect where the capsulotomy has been perfectly sized and given 360-degree coverage. Next, we shall see two CAPSULaser eyes at 18 months, one with a red reflex. This patient has already had a YAG laser capsulotomy, and the other without, but you can see how well the edge has remained on the edge of the capsulotomy with 360-degree coverage in both of these examples out at this long term from surgery. So in conclusion, SLC with CAPSULaser has solved the problem of centration, circularity, and size of capsulotomy. The edge of the capsulotomy has been shown to be more stretchable than either manual CCC or femtolaser capsulotomy. The capsulotomy time is now reduced to 0.3 of a second. The long-term photos show minimal contraction of the capsulotomy edge. There's less axial IOL tilt and less refractive change because of 360-degree coverage. A low per case cost and no interference in the surgical pathway. This has led to happy surgeon and happy patients, and an exciting new way to a better capsulotomy with a laser. So I'd like to thank you very much for your attention.